Hello, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? So, you guys are being guided by the Oyster Spirit this week, which is a really good card for making sure that you are shining bright. This is not a week to hide your gifts. This is not a week of hiding your talents and your abilities. All right, this card comes in when you might be a bit shy or doubtful of your abilities, your talents, what it is that you have to offer the world, but the world is waiting to see what it is that you have to offer. Okay, so don't second guess yourself. Don't take your gifts or your talents or your uniqueness for granted. Okay, this is all about shining bright. All right, I think this came out for somebody last week, and it was really interesting because Spirit was playing on the words as like "oi star," you're a star. Okay, so if you know that deep down, is a really good time to actually express that with the world. It's a good time to share your gifts, do what it is you need to do. Okay, don't play it small this week at least. All right, but let's dive into the rest of your reading. Okay, let's see what else we have for you guys this week. So making sure that you shine bright. What are your inner treasures here, and how can we put them out into the world for Capricorn, please? Why? This is interesting because this card comes in when we're kind of questioning our purpose, asking why are we here. So there could be a lot of like inner stuff going on at the moment for you to get you to question. Hello? To get you to question maybe spirit, the Akashic records here, which is all about your purpose and why you're here and your life in this life. It's also just about asking the bigger questions. Sometimes this can be quite good as like a way of guiding yourself through certain emotions and fears. I always do it to myself. I am my biggest therapist, I guess. Very Virgo vibes, but it's just like in my mind, when I'm feeling a certain way or of a fear, this voice of wisdom comes in. It's always questioning, like, but why do you feel that way? Though, where is this coming from? And it's like helping you to dive deep into the layers and to get to the root of an issue here. If it's in terms of this oyster card and in terms of you being a bit shy or doubtful or playing it small this week, why? Who told you to do that? Who embarrassed you, or who made you feel less than? Who made you feel like you had to hide yourself? Where is this coming from? Why do you feel this way? So anyway, this week, regardless of how this resonates with you, is a really important time to ask questions. Okay, do not just accept things at face value. Dive deep into the knowledge. Okay, dive deep into the answers. It's very important for you. All right, let's dive into a little bit more. Oh God, I'm throwing the cards around today. This is what happens when I wear long sleeves. Right, Capricorn, 7th chakra. This is all about your crown chakra. So you will be receiving insights and messages from the universe, by the way. So pay attention to your dreams. Make sure you have a dream journal this week because they are speaking to you. Just pay attention to your downloads, okay? Like maybe your brain is just... because this is your crown chakra, right? The crown of your head. You're receiving information, you're connecting to the universe this week. So not only is your intuition going to be, a bit highlighted this week, you could really just have a lot of divine knowledge that just comes through. And I think that's why they're asking you to question things. All right, let's dive into a little bit more so that we can piece this all together for Capricorns, please. What is that? Oh, gossip. See, that's what it felt like, it feels like, you're a bit afraid of judgment or people speaking about you, or maybe you already know people are speaking about you. All right, rejection coming through as well. So yeah, it kind of makes sense with this. And dissipating, which is about, saying, oh, one day I'm going to do this, but never really doing it. Maybe fallen into some bad habits lately. That's fine. We all do it. So it's completely fine. But it's just about spirits kind of really giving you a message this week to not allow your life to dissipate. Okay. Don't let your opportunities slip. All right, it's a very important time for you. Again, you could be really worried about rejection and gossip, and that is what's causing you to be stuck. Okay, and that's just not the way that we need to live, guys. You are an oyster. All right, you've got a lot of gifts and talents, and you're hiding them. You're not allowing yourself to shine because of other people. All right, there could be 3 or 2 specific people who may have judged you in the past, or might be currently judging you or gossiping about you. And if you know about it, then you know about it already. Let's just distance ourselves from them and remind ourselves that those who judge us are usually the ones who are doing worse, all right, and who are not doing very well in their own life. So the only thing interesting they have to speak about is other people. So that is just what it is. Now, the story of this card is this lovely lady loves green, as you can see. and she paints her house green. She loves to wear green. Everything's green because it makes her happy. Okay, but these people, of course, are always going to judge those who are different and unique and happy. It's always the miserable ones. So it's a good, again, a good idea to question, why am I caring about these people's opinions? If it makes me happy and does no harm, why would I play small? So anyway, asking yourself those questions. There is some rejection here. So maybe you face rejection, or might be this week, and that might be, again, making you feel a bit discouraged about moving forward and sharing your gifts. But just remember, life is going to be full of trials and tribulations. It's always going to be some rejection. Okay, well, that doesn't mean that you give up. It means, okay, let's see if we can learn from this, or just understand that that is just a closed door and there is another one opening somewhere else. Okay, let's get you some other cards. Okay, my angels. But the last thing we're going to do is allow our life to dissipate. Okay, we're not going to do that. Anything for Capricorns? You have yes. The answer is yes. So whatever, it kind of jumped on top of gossip and rejection. So if there's anything that you were questioning around that, the answer is yes. Or it could just be your nudge that this is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, you have balance. Things are balancing out. Equal give and take. Find your balance. Let's get one more. And intuition. Well, we already know that, right? That's already been coming up for you. So yes, maybe you've been questioning your intuition. Is this really where I'm being guided to go? Yes. Okay, let's show you. All right. Balance. This says things are balancing out, equal give and take, find your balance. So really important this week to think about where you're putting your time and energy, or what you're listening to the most. Intuition, connect with your highest self, listen to your gut feeling, and follow your inner voice. Okay. Let's dive into your tarot then, my angels. Let's see what's going on for you there. Let's get some extra messages for Capricorns this week. Wow, look at that. 4 of Cups. So that is kind of the dissipating cards. There's a different ways that I view this. So I'm going to explain to you all the different ways that this might resonate with you. But ultimately, this person's bored and jaded in their life, yet they're not open or accepting other offers. Okay, so it's a little bit of pickiness. Maybe you guys are being a bit picky, or you're feeling a bit discouraged. I always say that it looks like, he wants change. He looks a bit miserable. He wants things to be different. He has 3 cups. Maybe he's not being super grateful about what he has. And also he's not being very open about what's coming his way either. There is another story that maybe you are too busy dwelling or thinking about, other things, that you're not being open-minded about what might be an opportunity might be given to you. As you can see, it's almost like the Ace of Cups here. Okay, so it could be love coming your way, but it's an opportunity that's being handed to you. And I think it's calling for you to be open-minded so that you can actually accept this and see where it leads you. It kind of, if I'm going to relate it to the cards that come up as well, it almost looks like he's been rejected and now he's like, no, I'm not doing that ever again. So maybe in terms of love that may have happened to you, Capricorn. I don't know your story, but it could also be career, could be to do with your skills, talents, abilities, whatever it is that you guys are hiding. It feels like you're getting another chance or an opportunity's coming up this week, and you're like, I'm not doing that ever again. I'm not going to put myself through that, So that 4 of Cups. So instead, you're letting your life dissipate. Now he's going to just sit by that tree and never get any more. Why? Because he's not open to it. So again, I would say it's time to open up, especially with the oyster. It's time to open up. Yeah, it's time to open up. And I think that's why balance is here, because of course we don't want to go back into rejection. But again, Spirit's just saying come at it in a balanced approach. Okay, when we're balanced and we're secure in that balance, if it's in terms of love, for example, if we see somebody who's got red flags, then of course close yourself. Be aware that we can open and close whenever you desire. You just need to move forward. Same with opportunities. You don't have to accept everything that comes your way. It's just being discerning and using your intuition is important. Anyway, let's stop yapping. Let's get some more for you. All right, for Capricorn, the Ace of Wands. So you have a new opportunity coming away. This could be in terms of career or an idea that's going to be really, really positive and amazing. The Ace of Wands speaks of passion and excitement. It's like motivation, maybe even as well as like a spark is how I see it. Okay, strong Pisces energy coming through for you guys. So with these 2 cards as well, you guys could really actually be finding in a position of being quite stuck it feels like you're seeing something differently or being called to see something differently. Again, an opportunity or a lesson that you've had to learn lately, or an idea. The Two of Cups. So for some of you, it's being open in terms of love and relationships. Are you closing yourself off and denying yourself love because you've been hurt in the past? For some of you, you were definitely involved with like third parties, and I don't just mean that in terms of like cheating, but I'm almost sensing even in friendship groups, like I'm just seeing like a number of people and people, I don't know, some of you have really been through a lot of bad treatment in terms of like friendships or relationships here. All right. But so anyways, you're feeling a bit closed off and very much not trusting the things that come your way. But again, ask yourself the deeper questions here. Why? Why are we not open to new things and potential, true love and new love? Do you believe that it's not possible? Is it in terms of career and partnerships? Like, what is it? Anyway, Two Cups coming through. It does speak about soulmates, okay? It does speak about love and relationships. It doesn't always have to be romantic, but it is, you and somebody in a very balanced way, okay? So let's see what else is coming through. If you do have love coming into your life right now, then again, I do see that this is going to be quite positive for you. Three of Wands is about waiting, and the Eight of Cups here. Interesting. I'm going to go through and clarify these for you so I can see what this is about. Hold on one second. Right, let's go in and clarify these first. Right, the Four of Cups, please, Spirit. Why is this here for Capricorn? I'll take them both. So the Knight of Cups and the Four, so you're still healing over something. Look at this. Now, I do see you opening up. This does feel like a lot of love for some of you. So for some of you, if it's love, I really do feel like that. For the most of you, for the majority of you, sorry, I can't speak all of a sudden, because the Four of Swords is about healing. The Knight of Cups is really kind of calling for you to put your heart on your sleeve here and to not be afraid to open up and to be vulnerable. Okay, it's about healing from something. And the Four of Swords is a good sign that you have healed, but you're not open. Okay, so there is some little bit of healing needed to take place. All right, in order to get up from this tree and accept some more things in your life. I always say with this card, like he's kind of just staying complacent. Like I wouldn't say he's super happy with what he's got, but he's like, I'd rather this than to put myself out there and be rejected again. So it's almost like settling. So don't settle in your life. Same with dissipating. It makes the same sense, and it makes same thing. So you could have a romantic offer coming away for some of you with that Knight of Cups. All right. An opportunity to be in a safe space with the Four of Swords. You can see she's in that nest here. So this is a safe person if it's new. All right. Now, outside of love, it's the same thing. Something is calling for you to wear your heart on your sleeve, to be open, to be vulnerable. It does seem like it's about opening up or being a bit more open-minded, sharing your gifts to the world, whatever it may be. For some of you, it definitely is career-wise, okay, or a hobby or an interest of yours with that Ace of Wands. It does call for you to kind of overcome some sort of anxiety or worry or fear in order to actually grow and evolve, right? To heal fully from something, all right? To move forward. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. That's a nice combination. Paying attention to your feelings and emotions is so important with that. Definitely maybe where you need a little bit of healing or work. Ace of Wands. Why is this here for Capricorn this week? The Seven of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I feel like your creativity is starting to boost up a little bit, actually, which is quite nice. If you've been feeling a little bit of a creative block in your life, if you've had, not a lot of ideas, I feel like that's what's changing. The Seven of Cups is all about options. Queen of Wands is about having many ideas. I always see in this Light Seers deck that all those little flames she's got down there are all ideas. Okay, a lot of fiery energy with the Queen of Wands. So for a lot of you, the Queen of Wands is also represents kind of shining bright. She's a very beautiful queen inside and out. That's what she's known for. She's known for her great ideas, her independence. She has created the life that she lives, okay, by owning her uniqueness, speaking out loud. I always see her as like a boss. She's a boss, and she doesn't fear anything, right? So wand energy, she usually has lions around her. In this card, it's just a little cat. Same thing. So for a lot of you, maybe it's a really big time if you already have an idea to just or if you have many, pick one and let's go with it. Let's follow our intuition. Which one do we want to do first? Let's start building momentum here, because there is a new beginning and a new spark coming this week, and it's your job to take it somewhere. All right, so own your uniqueness, own your confidence. All right, really good time for self-worth, shining bright. All right, not worrying about other people's opinions of yourself. People will always judge those who are different. And again, just like that gossip card, all right, you guys are definitely shining or doing new things and living life, or that's your potential, and people are trying to put you down for it. So it's your time to build those boundaries. All right, do not allow others to block your amazing, incredible ideas. Okay, and a really good time to get clear on an idea too. Right, the Hanged Man, why is this here? Let's see, the Moon and the Five of Wands. That's interesting. This can come through when maybe there is a little bit of conflict going on internally or externally. So I will explain it in both ways. But the Hanged Man does speak about being in an uncomfortable position. He's upside down, right? Whether he was put there by the universe or went there himself. He's being able, through this difficult, stagnant time, to see things from a different perspective. Okay, and that is why this card comes in a lot of the time, is because there is a different way of viewing the situation that can bring you clarity and enlightenment. So if you feel like you are unsure, it's a really good time to meditate and go deep within yourself to look at things from a different perspective. Okay. Like I said earlier, asking yourself deeper questions can really help you get to the root of an issue, because the Moon and the Five of Wands, if it's internal, there's a lot of subconscious beliefs that are limiting you and are coming from a place of woundedness. I say that because the Five of Wands is conflicting. There's a lot going on in that card. They're all, it's like the voices in your head when they're all conflicting each other, and there's just, no clarity within. So it can resonate in that way. The Hanged Man says, okay, instead of running away from this, or even feeding it in a way, simply observe. And this is why meditation is quite great, because we sit with our thoughts and we're not running away from them. We're observing them without judgment, and we're asking the different, deeper questions and seeing, what comes through. So mindfulness will be important, journaling, all that kind of stuff that helps you to understand where this is coming from might be important, because there's a lot of conflict going on. So what's the silver lining? What can we learn here? Because there will be some clarity with that. Now, for some of you, it could be an environment around you. If it is an environment, there could be a lot of conflict going on at the moment in your life. The Moon is like hidden things, or somebody's going through it emotionally, feeling a bit lost, feeling a bit, I don't know. It's just, it's a messy energy. The Hanged Man is similar. What can we do in this situation, right? How can we see it from a different perspective in a way that will help you to set yourself free from whatever this is? So let's dive a bit deeper. Let's look at the other ones for you. The Two of Cups here. What is this here for? The Two of Wands. So this is definitely coming up in your near future. I'm going to get one more for that. The Two of Cups, it could be your idea of relationships and what it is that you want. I'm going to be real. For some of you, if you are in a relationship currently and there's just a lot of drama going on here, or conflict, or a lot of feelings internally about the situation, then you could be really analyzing what it is that you desire out of relationships and loves, or friendships and connections with others, that might cause you to feel like you want more. Okay, and that's just for a few of you, because Two of Wands is looking into the future for expansion. So whether you're taking a relationship somewhere else, growing together, evolving together, or whether you're deciding that actually maybe you aren't getting anything out of something here, I'll show you, and choosing to walk away from something here, that could also be a message for some of you. Could be also in terms of jobs too. Two of Wands and Two of Cups is a nice energy. You're really looking into what it is that you desire out of connections and with others, out of your community maybe even as well. It's about expansion. You're trying to expand. There's nothing wrong with that. Seven of Pentacles does come in at times where we're being called to analyze whether what we're giving to is actually giving back to us or not. It's not a sense of giving up early. It's a sense of actually maybe something in your life. It could be habits, by the way, a certain job that maybe you want to change, like whatever it is, there is no growth here, especially when dissipating is here too. So Seven of Pentacles, you're being called to analyze where you're putting your time and energy, and if it's worth what you're getting out of it. So whether it's a job that's not paying you very well, or if it's just an environment that's not giving back to you in a way, if it's connections with people, relationship, friendships, community, I'm going to say it as community. is it really giving, is there any value here? Are these people, do they really have your back, or are they people who you can grow with and evolve with? Because you're on this road of expansion right now, Capricorn, so you're really kind of analyzing the people that you want in your life, all right, or the situations and connections that you want in your life. And the Eight of Cups is walking away from things that don't serve you, all right? So it's a good time to analyze this week, all right? Let's see the Three of Wands. Let's see what this is about. Why is the Three of Wands here? Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Wands can be a card about waiting, you know, putting your energy out there and waiting for things to come back. So whatever you're waiting for, it could be about the past. I don't know, because that's there. Six of Cups can be about nostalgia. It could, of course, be about your soul tribe, whatever it is, because Six of Cups can sometimes be soulmates, and the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, you are really kind of focusing on your connections at this time. Maybe you're waiting for new people to come in, to collaborate with, to build with. That could be the sense for some of you. Maybe you guys are waiting for a past person to come in. Maybe you're reminiscing and hoping that things work out with somebody. I'm not sure, but there is an element of the past or nostalgia, or, you know, thinking about sweet times or sweet things that you desire. A lot to do with connections is interesting. The Eight of Cups coming through again. What is this here for? The Eight of Wands and the King of Wands. So for a lot of you, what you're leaving behind, again, are things that do not serve you, so that you can actually move in the right direction. I like this energy. Some of you may be meeting somebody else. We got a match here with the King and the Queen of Wands. So people who grow and are ambitious together. So if you are single and you're walking away from people that just don't serve you, this is a really good time where you could be walking into a love relationship, a soulmate. In general, you are leaving things that don't serve you anymore emotionally. And again, Eight of Wands moving in a very positive direction. You guys could be receiving a lot of opportunities at this time. The King of Wands is like a manager, so maybe you're having a conversation with a manager here this week as well. It could be quite important. Maybe whatever the outcome is, the Eight of Wands is moving you in the right direction, okay? And the King of Wands is also good for you being able to adapt and change and shift. Whether you're going towards higher roles in life, that could be also a really good card. Maybe again, you guys going into a manager position or a higher position where you're really being called to maybe make a lot more bold decisions, whether it's career or in your life in general, your relationships. The King of Wands is a really good card, all right, for again being strong, being courageous, being able to adapt, and being able to I don't know, just use your inspiration. With the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, a lot of fiery, passionate energy coming into your life. So whatever you're walking away from, this is just a bit of confirmation here that it's the right move for you, because obstacles are now being lifted. It could, again, be things that your emotions were tied to. That could also be what you're letting go of. It could be that conflict that's going on over here with whatever this is, with the Moon and the Five of Wands. So whatever enlightenment you're gaining, it may mean that you're finally going to release something and move towards things will happen in much more rapid pace. And it does feel like you're actually finally shining bright here as well. So I quite like this reading. All right, so it's all about you kind of like calling your power back and shining bright and opening up, really. So I like it all. But that's what I have for you guys this week. Let me know how it resonates for you. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.